Welcome to GamePro Pod, where Luke is late for the first half an hour. Myself and Tash, we start to talk about why the games industry is hard. We talk about why AIs talking to AIs in recruitment is probably not the best idea. Then we start to talk about, then Luke shows up. We start to talk about what Luke was doing. And then we start to talk about different games that Luke has played and different TV shows that Luke remembers from his
Hang
past.
on, we didn't make this the Luke show.
All right. Fortune, this is astrology.com/compatibility/fortune-cookie.html. Seems legit.
Absolutely.
Okay. Crack open your cookie. Be the change you want to see in the world.
What, seeing Luke appear on time for once?
I'd like to see Luke appear at
How
all.
do we make that? How do we be that change?
Yeah.
Do we turn up late and then that makes Luke early?
Later than him. Yeah, I guess it would make, if we turn up late, does that make him on time?
Does it? Is that how that works?
I don't know. I'll text him. He was last seen today on WhatsApp at 13:26. I assume he's fallen asleep.
Again, yes.
So far, it's been forgotten, fallen asleep, no reason given. And then tonight it's like,
Forgotten. Forgotten, fallen asleep. What?
Dead.
Dead.
Next one is dead.
The name of tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is Forgotten, Fallen Asleep, Dead? Question mark?
Yeah. Forgotten, fallen asleep, dead.
Dead. Dead?
Dead.
Dead. Do you know what? I'm not even at the point where I'm going to question it anymore. I just assume he's gone to the sofa and died.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's no judgment on my part, genuinely. Like, I'm not even annoyed. I'm just concerned.
Disappointed.
I see. All right. Well, okay. So, like, industry-wise, like, what is something that you've been thinking about recently?
Oh, how tough it is. Right? Like, so recently, when I got made redundant from Sumo, this must have been about a year and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, it must be about a year and a half, I think. So I got made redundant from Sumo, whatever that time period was ago. And that was the first wave. And I signed a letter from one of my colleagues that got made redundant with me, and we sat there and we literally did go, give it 3-4 months, there's going to be another wave. Granted, it was about 6 months, but then came a second wave of redundancies. Like, all right, cool. Well, that came along with other redundancies in the industry. And then again, they've done redundancies, again, hitting the bigger players, so like your technical directors and everything like that. So the industry is getting tougher. People are just getting made more and more redundant. And now that that's happening, because it's so tough out there, people are lowballing on salaries, expecting you to do the job of your senior, your director, all the normal responsibilities, everything that you do that you're a pro for, that you are known for. They fully expect you to do that and more, but for half your normal salary. And they can offer that because they know that you're going to get nothing else through, or if you do, it's going to be really hard, because not only is it hard to get jobs in an industry that's now going through redundancy and layoffs and is being very cautious with their hiring, but they now use AI to read through your CV, so you don't even get seen by a real human until after the AI. And then you're like, well, how do I get past AI? Do I have to get my AI to write my CV for me to get me a job? Because some things you can't really measure, like productivity. I go in and make all these infrastructure changes, and I can tell that people make progress. But how am I supposed to give you that percentage? Oh, I increased their productivity by 80%. Like, I don't know. I done this years ago.
Do you think it's on the part of the lowballing of the salary? Do you think that is intentional, or do you
Yeah.
think that the studios are suffering in exactly the same way, that there's not enough money coming into the studio? Okay.
No, I think people are stingy now. I think they're hoarding their finances, wanting great talent for less cash, and they know they can offer that because you can fire out over 100, 200, 300 CV applications, and you'll maybe hear back from what, 2, 3? So they know they've got you backed in a corner. The industry has you backed into a corner. So unless you want to consider options elsewhere and you're happy with that, then they can lowball you as much as they want, and they'll be okay for it because there's now more potential employees than there is employers.
Yeah, it's your classic supply and demand issue,
Mhm.
to a certain extent, whatever the kind of thinking it is behind it. Plus, they have this layer now of, like you say, AI. So I have to create, using AI, a CV that will get past your AI. Like what? Like, and I was working with someone the other day, and they raised this as a genuine concern. It's like there's a way that I could kind of. They were talking about like the fact that their inbox is it's too much. There's too much volume for them to comfortably deal with it.
Yeah.
And they said like one of the things that they were thinking about is like, well, I could get an AI tool
Mm.
to go through my inbox and then like either reply for me or suggest replies.
Mhm.
And so my inbox is kind of talking to their inbox without us kind of like having to really interact. And it's that kind of idea. At,
Mm.
at this point, it's at this point you just take the AI out of the equation and get people talking to each other again.
Would be nice, right? So, like, when we write CVs, yeah, okay, we're not perfect, right? We're trying to get through the waffle of what we do. We're trying to describe what we do accurately, dress it up, sell it, but also make sure we're hitting all the key points and make it human. That's the whole point, is where you're human. We get an AI to write it, all they care about is numbers and stats, and that's all it skims for. So when it goes from you to an AI, the bots don't really look for the humanity and what you're doing. You could be doing some great things. You're not going to get seen because AI is like, I don't see numbers here. Bye. It's keywords. They're trained on keywords, numbers, and stats. They're not trained on how to actually read a CV and go, actually, this person's got the skills for the job that we need. You want to talk about someone with driving force that can make positive change to team direction, functionality, motivation, and how they approach work. You can't measure that in stats. Or maybe you can. I'm just really shit at that measuring of stats thing because I hate stats, you know? But seeing the potential for stuff, like I think in one of my old jobs, I outproduced myself out of a job because the now teams function so solidly. They know how to plan their work 2, 3 months ahead of time. They can chart it, they can track it, they can time box it. They've got their sprints sorted to the point where they're like, when I left and I asked to come back, they were like, "We actually don't need a producer anymore. We've got this licked." I'm like, "Shit, I've outproduced myself of a job." I mean, it's a great compliment. I'm so proud, but can I come back?
Yeah.
No.
The like one of the core tenets of genuinely good leadership or good
Mm.
management even is to find, oh, hello, thank you very much. I've just been brought a cup of a lovely hot cup of mint tea by my delightful
Ooh,
wife. I know, right? I am very lucky. And
you
also
are
some
apparently.
chocolate.
Oh, what? Can I have
I
the
know.
chocolate, please?
No,
Oh,
mine. Also,
I
you
want
are
chocolate.
about 250 miles away.
That shouldn't stop you, Matt. You should
Okay,
care
great.
enough.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
fair
even
enough.
trust it with the Royal Mail, though. They'll probably just steal it out the envelope.
I think it might melt by the time it got there. I don't know, but it's also
Nah.
possible that they would steal it. Although I don't know how they would know there's chocolate inside, other than like it
Do
had
you know
melted.
what? It's so bad. Like I had coursework, it was in a chunky envelope. It's proper coursework. I was still studying optics. Sent it off to my tutor to come back and get marked. So it got marked, but it'd come back to me sellotaped shut. Hadn't gone through and marked everything. Somebody thought there was cash in that envelope. Ripped it open. Was sadly disappointed to see my physics homework.
The as I was saying, the mark of a genuinely good manager or a good leader in some respect is
Mm.
to make themselves redundant, is to make it so that you lift them out of the team and the team just sort of keeps going.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they've made some great changes. They've put the right person in the head of code. She's been running forward. She's got the team growing. They know how to run in sprints. They can go forward. They know how to do dependencies. It's great. I'm so glad. I'm so proud, but would also kind of like the job that.
Can you picture kind of like, so you don't need a producer anymore, hey, but how about I come and do something else?
I asked that. They were finding the vibe was like really positive, right? The reception was really, they'd all want to work with me again. They'd all be happy to. They just don't know where I'd fit. And I'm like, just can I just come and sit and be pretty? That'd be nice.
If I ever set up my own studio, I will absolutely, worst case scenario, give you a job where you can just come hang out.
Ah, mate, I'd be so good at that motivational shit.
Exactly.
If you need some like motivational bullying throughout the
Yeah.
day,
Motivational bullying.
it's not going to be friendly between us. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
This
Ah,
podcast taught you nothing, Matt.
good. No, good to know, man. Like, all right. There's another potential episode title, motivational
You're
bullying.
bully. But that is a thing as well, though, to be fair. Once you're in a group of maybe like the three of us, you riff off each other, and there is that gentle playfulness of like bullying. That's the whole point. That's what friendships are. So, motivational bullying.
Motivational bullying. Ah,
You're fuzzy.
you're fuzzy.
No, you are fuzzy.
You're fuzzy.
You're fuzzy.
You're fuzzy. Right.
Another potential name for the episode is You're Fuzzy.
You're fuzzy. The yeah, the thing I was kind of talking about there about CVs is that creation of a CV is genuinely a skill set, right? Um, but being able to create a nice CV that will pass muster, even with a human, is not the same as being able to do that job. Why do we need people to be able to create a CV to get a job that is not about them creating CVs? It is about them creating code, art, audio, Gantt charts, I guess. Well, I don't know what producers do. So Gantt charts, is it? Like,
Get charts, roadmaps,
there you go.
communication, facilitation, human element, and I don't know.
There's someone I'm working with at the moment put it like, I was like, what do you producers do anyway? She's like, we just make people hold hands and talk.
Oh, she's the nice producer
She's
side.
she's a nice producer. She's more Luke's style of production, not your motivational bullying style of production.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
why?
suppose they
Go on.
exist somewhere.
What nice producers?
Yeah. Suppose the
They
warm
do.
fuzzy one's
Yeah.
got to produce somewhere.
Somewhere. Some studios apparently want a nicer, more positive culture.
Look, just because I don't do fluffy man, all right?
So, so what is the point of a CV if it's like, I think that there's a better way. As we move into the future, there's got to be a better way for people to connect in terms of jobs.
So here's the thing I've been thinking, like we still have to fill in a CV, we have to write a CV, right? And then I'm thinking, surely there's a platform that we use that we track our job history on, right? As if that platform exists. That tells you where you worked and the times and what you did and what your role was in the companies. I'm like, oh wait, shit, that does exist. It's
Oh,
like
it does exist.
so why can't we just say, hey, I'm a senior producer. Here's my LinkedIn portfolio. I'd love to chat about the role. Let me know, and just give them a link to your profile. Why do I then have to go out, fill out your form, right, multiple times? Even if I
Dude,
did say use my LinkedIn portfolio, it always gets it wrong. So I then have to sit and manually load it, link it to my profile, and then provide you with a written CV to prove who I am and that I'm good at what I do. Why do we have to jump through somewhere? Why can't you just look at my LinkedIn or just look at my CV and go and see that I'm qualified? talk to me as an actual person before you decide I'm not a fit for the role.
Yeah. It's it's got to be this. There's got to be a better way of doing it. I don't think
Mhm,
LinkedIn is the answer any more than a CV is the answer. You still
mm,
have to create a kind of nice CV on
yeah,
LinkedIn. It's maybe a little bit easier because it's kind of like it's a fairly standard thing
mhm,
rather than a CV, which you can kind of format any which way you
yeah.
want. That doesn't, so, but there's got to be an answer that isn't sitting down in front of a word processor, like dating myself a little bit, just a little typewriter. But I mean, I know that there's a tech company at the moment that there's, I mean, more than one tech company at the moment that are experimenting with a job site that's a little bit more like TikTok, Instagram style
Yeah,
thing, like where, and I don't know if that will gain traction. I don't know if that will sort of
mm,
work in the short term, maybe in the medium to long term, because younger people do not necessarily want to do the things the
mm,
same way that my generation and older generations do.
same, yeah.
It's their fault.
I know, right? What the fuck?
And and it's one of those frustrating conversations because I don't know what the answer is. I just know that there has to
No.
be a better way through this.
I think using AI is definitely not the way forward to read through CVs. Definitely not. I think you can read through someone's CV and you can see senior producer, got 10 years of experience, AAA studios, know the industry tools like Jira, project management, communication, facilitation. And you'll know the minute you get them into a call, you'll know if they're worth their salt or if they're not. You just have to talk to the person. So all that CV should be to say is, I am a senior producer. I've got this skill set. I'm familiar with these tools. These are the companies I've worked with. This is for how long. These are the people that rate me. Give me a chat to me. Just chat to me. And that's it. Now I appreciate like for what it used to be a case of like for every one job there was like over 200 applicants and you have to filter them out somehow. But using AI to do it, you're going to get like oh so much good talent now, especially now with the amount of layoffs that everyone's going through. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot and lose some really good talent. So, because not everyone knows how to write a CV.
Yeah, I've been chatting with some people recently, and they're super smart, super switched
Mm,
on, but they admit that like writing a CV is not particularly something I am good at doing.
yep.
Like, so I got to get good at doing that, and I'm not even that comfortable in interviews. So I guess I've got
Mm,
to get good at that.
yep.
And
Exactly.
these are incredibly talented, incredibly driven, incredibly engaged people that these processes seem to naturally filter out. Um, yeah, and it's a damn shame.
Mm.
Yeah,
Another thing, what's worse, if you actually manage to get your CV through and you get to a recruiter going, oh, we're putting you in for an interview, to get ghosted. Get ghosted and never heard again. You can chase them for updates. You can ask them, never reply. And then when they do eventually reply, it's like, oh, you're still on the list. Never reply. Never reply. And it's like, do you know how rude that is?
yeah.
Do you know that you are representing your company and this is not the way to do that?
Mm.
Like, there are some companies where the recruiters have been so blasé that I'm like, do you know what? I really don't ever want to work with you because this is how you treat people at the interview stage.
Yeah,
What do you treat your employees like? I mean, that's disgusting.
yeah. I
So,
love this. What the actual
so
fuck?
fuck. Hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Hi.
Did you fall asleep?
No, this time we were in a
Are you
mild
even
panic.
there? We
Can you hear
can't hear
me?
you or see you.
Yeah, yeah, we can see you
Can you hear me?
and hear
I
you.
can't see
Yeah,
him.
I can.
I can't.
Well, you're having problems anyway. You are the
You're
technical
having
glitch today.
problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You are the technical glitch today, all right?
All right, fair enough. You're fuzzy.
You're fuzzy.
I'm gonna reboot, see if that helps. Hang on.
Bye bye. Hi, Luke.
Hello. Yeah, we had a mild panic attack. Maya's submitting a story for like a story competition, and she wrote a really good story about 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we assumed we knew where it was, and all of a sudden, no one knew where it was, and I pretty much emptied the loft and got rid of loads of stuff and made it like a job to sort out the loft. And then almost gave up, and I was like, hang on. When I was doing the bathroom, I moved a load of stuff. Oh, what's that in the corner? Literally just pushed into the corner as a bag full of a year 6 books. So, and it's there, and she's now typing it up. So it'll
I'm
be
glad you
forever
got it.
digital. Yeah. She's got to get it down to 500 words, and it's like 4 pages. It's not going to happen.
That's more than 500 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Can I cheat and use ChatGPT?" And I went, "No, I'll do it. Don't worry."
We've just been talking about the use of AI in CV writing, so
Have you?
maybe not encourage her to write in
yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello. Sorry
Welcome.
I'm late, people.
The title of today's episode is Fallen Asleep, Forgotten, or Dead,
Luke's late. He's asleep. Yeah.
or You're Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Yeah. Well, now that because we're free-forming this, and so far it's actually been pretty reasonable. But I'm glad that you're
I'm
here.
here now.
Because you're here to go through the
Let's change
proverbial.
that. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
If everything was going well, I'm here to change that.
Fabulous.
We were sort of quick catch up for you is that we'd been discussing the fact that the industry is hard right now. That there's such a glut of people, in the industry looking for work, that games companies are now, potentially sort of like starting to take advantage of that fact because it's supply and demand, right? Also, if we start to just use AI to filter CVs and AI to create the CVs to get past the AI filters, like, why are we using AI at all? And is our CVs really the right way to do recruitment? What is the future of recruitment within the games industry? Is that a fair summary, Tash? Or I missed anything?
No, I think that's a fair summary.
Yeah.
See, I hadn't used my CV for getting a job for a long time. When did I need to use it? I used it. I didn't even use it for Improbable. So I hadn't used my CV for like 8 years. I was just using LinkedIn and recommendations. And it's only lately that I've been using it. And ironically, it's not doing very well. And when I run it through is this AI friendly? It says you should say more of this, more of that. And you're like, yeah, but that's a bit.
So I ran it through. So I have my CV and I ran it through once. Yeah, this is great. Literally done nothing. Ran it again and I went, oh, this is bad. Ran it again and I went, oh, this is great. And I'm like,
yeah.
What is it? Great or bad?
give me the truth. Yeah.
Was it the same AI that you ran it through as well?
Same AI, same CV. Is either great or good. It doesn't know. So see, that is another thing. Your ATS doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't know what a good CV is versus a bad one. Because if I can run the same CV through like 2 or 3 times, and it can give me great, good, or bad, or whatever, great, bad, whatever. How do you know it's not just saying bad randomly to your applicants?
Yeah, I think the other thing that's probably harming me is that because there's an influx of candidates versus jobs, there's like more candidates than jobs. They see me and they see like I've worked in several different industries and the games industry, and then they see someone that's just been in the games industry and just worked their way progressively through their career to the position they're in, and they're like, oh, let's get that guy because that guy or that person is a better fit. But yeah, so tarnish because I've got varied experience.
Have you thought about just lying?
What, using AI, you mean?
Create an AI company. I worked here for like 10 plus years.
Yeah,
I've always found that.
tricky.
I've always found that a peculiar thing about people selecting candidates. Of like, well, you've worked in lots of different industries. And you're like, yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
it means I have a rounded experience.
Yeah, you have
like
experience.
a view of the world. You
can see tried and tested methods. You can see what's going on. You can apply things. Why is moving around bad?
Yeah, and then the other one is, have you worked on a project from start to finish that's AAA? Like the amount of people that haven't is huge.
I was going to say,
I've been thrown in the deep end on broken projects left, right, and centre though.
Right, I always get thrown at the end of a project. It's like, you want us to walk from start to finish. Do you know how long projects are? Some of these are like 9 years. If you're going to stay somewhere and put for 9 years
Yeah.
for one project.
Yeah.
No,
would de-
people
it would-
move every 2 to 3 years.
It would depend on the project.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if there was a
Mm.
project
The
that I was
sequel
like,
was different.
I can dedicate a decade of my life to this.
Mm.
Genuinely at the start of the project, and I was like, I could definitely do a stint. Yeah, then yeah, I think I'd be up for it.
I think it
But-
would have to be something I absolutely loved.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to see visible progress. 'Cause this is the problem with projects that are that long. You don't see visible progress all the time.
No,
It's
they shouldn't be that long
soul
anymore.
destroying.
Yeah, they just simply should not be that long anymore.
To be fair, the projects, I'd be interested to kind of look at this, like how many projects took a decade to create that were actually any good at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I guarantee that's not many.
What would be your project that you would do a stint in? What game have you enjoyed and loved enough that you
That's
would
a good
say, do you
question.
know what? I could work here for 10 years on this kind of game.
I like that.
My marriage. That's about it, I think, maybe. just my marriage to my wife. We're only 6 years in at the moment, so
I don't know if she'd appreciate you calling your marriage a game.
she knows
It's a
how I
game
feel.
for Matt, though. Matt's like, this
It's
is
a game for
fun.
me.
Yeah, I'm just gamifying it.
Risk and
Well-
reward.
Have you got analytics on how effective she is at team making?
Yep.
Yeah, create a Jira dashboard for that.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
her burned down
Yeah.
charts on
And
her.
Does she
You
know
can
she
have
has
a
a burn
time
down
to
chart?
tea gauge, can you? Time to tea. I've asked for tea. How long does it take to get to my desk? Time to tea.
So this is Matt's last episode, everybody.
and my last
We have
marriage.
enjoyed your time.
So to balance things out, that they the wives have probably got something along the lines of how many projects we've started and not finished. So that's probably a balance it out.
Oh, that would be 100% of them.
Yeah. It's at least
I'm a-
all of them.
Classic starter, not.
It's at least all of them, Matt.
It's- I think like it's maybe not the one game, but certainly like the Halo series. I could see myself kind of like, if anybody from what they called, I can't remember what they renamed the studio to, but if anybody from Halo Studio would like to hire me for a decade, I'd be more than up for a conversation about that.
I'm a Rockstar fan, so it'd be Red
Yeah.
Dead or GTA. It'd be just mind
Larian
blowing.
for me.
Just get lost in those.
Larian.
Marion, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I thought you said Mario
Infinity
at
or
first.
Boulder. Mario, absolutely no. I hate Mario. So I
Do
hate
you?
it.
Oh,
I can't play the game very
Mario's good.
Which one? Which?
All of
'cause
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
All of them.
bastardized Mario did you play?
Mario Kart's the worst for
Mario
me.
Kart's awesome.
I can't. I think it's great for everyone else because I lose.
We need a Mario Kart session between the three of us.
Oh God.
Battle mode, just balloons.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah. No,
That
mine
sounds-
would be Larian. I'd happily go
Okay.
work for Larian on like Baldur's Gate or Divinity
okay.
or that's that kind of game is my jam. Like that turn-based RPG story is my jam.
Okay. Did you play
Okay.
Final Fantasy?
Yes, I
Okay.
love Final Fantasy. Square Enix is very difficult. I've applied multiple times.
You don't want to work for them
won't
anyway, man. Like,
Not now.
Not now, yeah.
No.
I've seen what's happening. It's a shame because like I'd still love to work on the FF14 MMO. That would be great.
is that still going?
FF14, yeah.
Okay.
I think
I mean,
it's their moneymaker.
They've just got no English
Okay.
people working on it. That's all.
It's all
Well,
in Japan.
Tash is Scottish, so I think it's okay.
Scottish,
You get
yeah.
Yeah, I'm odd enough to like bridge that gap, right?
You get there quicker than us.
So we were talking about like, is there a better way? Is there a better way for games companies to do recruitment than your standard, especially now with like, AI filters, people using AI to create CVs, sending them to an AI filter. Like, what does the future of recruitment in the games industry look like?
Just some spitball ideas.
Yeah.
So when there's a house that's up for rent and you have multiple people turn up and do the viewing at once, some sort of random interview like that would be fun, where everyone's there on like an open day for interviews.
An open day interview.
And just seeing how it goes. And then you see
Mm.
who naturally resonates to each other and da-da-da.
Mm.
Oh, it's like an open casting call kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We'll give you a call back. Yeah.
I mean, we did. Shit, yeah, we actually did something like that once. I think it had fairly mixed results, but I think that the idea was good. I think we only ran it once, but we did do that. We actually kind of like, we still would do that an original kind of like CV-based process, but then we got a load of people in on the same day, talked to them, kind of like tested them out, see how they were, like in person. Like, so yeah, it was a good day. It was a good idea. I think we could have refined it had we kind of done it more frequently. But yeah, something to that for sure.
I can imagine like getting 20 CVs for one role and you want to whittle it down to like 5 or 6 people. It's quite tough when you get to like the last, 10, 8. And then you're making a mistake. You're guaranteed to make a mistake. You're looking at a piece of paper, whereas someone coming in and you talk to me like, oh, wow, your CV doesn't come across like this at all.
Exactly, right?
Or vice versa. Oh, wow, you're terrible. Your CV was really good. So that both happen.
Talking to the person in either case is the way to kind of actually get to know if they are worth their CV or not.
Maybe that's the other angle, Tash. Maybe they do a video recording. Tell me why you want the role. Here's one that goes down the AI route again. You could get AI to do a first interview.
But this is it. So
I feel dirty saying it.
How do we get to the point where we speak to the individual as a first stage rather than give me your CV that is easily written out by AI? How do you do that?
I think we just have to
the
change
individual is the best.
Yeah, I think we have to change that. Like, send me your CV. I'll look at your CV and decide whether you're going to have an interview.
But
I think
still
that's bad.
having that first stage. Yeah,
I think that's broken. But
it is broken.
We could use AI to do like a video call, and the AI would ask a set bunch of questions that you would ask, rather than allow AI to have free reign, which is bad. Give them specific questions that you want to get answers for, and you're expecting, I don't know, number of words, and then you watch back that video.
Application.
Yeah, then you watch back that video. Going back to the casting call stuff, Matt. So that if you want to be an extra or you want to be in a film or TV show, you do a video first, then you get your audition, then you get your callback. Do the same sort of thing. Yeah. Promo tapes.
Yep. I mean, I definitely think that there's something there. So then, like, okay, hypothetical situation, like, you guys are running your own studio. How do you then start to implement this new way of recruitment?
Ooh.
Just do it.
Yeah.
just
So I mean,
do
you
it.
can still
You can overthink it.
And you can still have your job board. You can still say we're hiring for this, but then in the recruitment, like, rather than a CV, maybe a link to your LinkedIn. That would be something that we could look at. But send us a video application.
First round is video application.
Here's the questions you need to answer. Record yourself. Tell me more about you.
I think AI would make it more natural. I know it sounds unnatural, but if an AI agent is chatting to you and asking, thanks for that, really appreciate it. Right, your next question is da da da. That's much more fluid than looking at a sheet and going, okay, what are we? And it's less nerve wracking. I've done a first round interview with an AI, and it was pretty good. But then I realized that company was just farming people, and I just felt like cattle, and I don't like that.
I do
That's
like
not good.
the video application idea.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, you're getting to see the person, see how they communicate, how they talk, how they come across. And you can be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, so you could merge the two.
Yeah.
What do you do to make it equitable for people who do not like appearing on camera?
Give them a cat cartoon avatar.
But could they also just maybe do an audio recording?
I'm jotting
don't
these
have to
down
maybe say
because
them.
like when I
Yeah.
open my own game studio,
You're going to steal our ideas.
I'm
They
going to
don't
steal
have
your
to
ideas.
necessarily record themselves if they're not comfortable or for whatever reason, but an audio recording of who they are and
I don't
what
know.
they do.
Maybe there's a put your foot down type approach here. You're going to be in video calls. If you want to work hybrid, the role is hybrid. You need to be able to use your camera.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
There's so many meetings where people are uncomfortable being on camera that they turn it off during the meeting, but they are still present. They still contribute to the meeting just without being on camera.
How does that come across?
Introverts.
No, it comes across
Anxiety.
rude.
Does it though?
Yeah,
Mm.
because there's introverts that have their camera on, but they might.
Yeah, so they're happy to push themselves. That's fine. You don't know yet. This is a person doing an interview. An application. I would still be happy enough to hear the audio as long as they can communicate clearly and effectively
Yeah.
and sell who they are on that audio recording. I'd be happy
Okay.
because I'm still going to have to bring them in to see them, so they're still going to have to face me at some point.
Forget to face me.
You'll have to face me.
Face Tasha.
Yep.
She's like the yin and yang together there. She's like, they might be shy on the camera. They might not want to speak, but when they see me face to face, I want to see them.
Yeah. I am the
Hey,
end of
gotta-
level boss.
Gotta be nice first because at some point they are going to have to come in and see me.
Yeah,
so.
you're going to have to look at each other's faces, whether you like it or
Exactly.
not. This is my face.
Yeah.
So, I'll be nice first, and here we are.
Go from there. What was the phrase that you used earlier, Tash?
What was that?
Motivational bullying.
Wow. Okay.
Bullying.
Motivational bullying. That's good.
That's us important. That's us here in this podcast. We motivationally bully each other all the time. I mean, we have just threatened Matt's marriage.
Nice. Yeah.
I do that on a fairly
And
regular basis.
he's
myself.
still waiting for that cup of tea as well.
No, he brought it. She got it. He got it
you've
earlier.
got one.
And chocolate. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
And chocolate. Wow.
She beat him to it this time.
Wow,
she was
nice.
ahead of the game. So that burn down chart's going to work in her favor
A
tonight.
Absolutely.
TTT rate is good. Time to tea.
Time to tea.
Time to tea.
Fab. Have we solved the world's problems?
I think we fixed it, yeah.
So what other ideas do you want to steal from us, Matt?
What have you got?
Well, I'm a plethora. I can't.
Plethora.
Plethora.
Normalize burning it all down and starting again.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, I do think that there is something to this. I was saying to Tash earlier, I think there's some tech companies out there at the moment that are experimenting and trying to build platforms where people can apply for jobs or have profiles that are a bit more kind of like modern, that are a bit more like Instagram or TikTok.
Yep.
People are more comfortable using those kinds of platforms. We are always going to have introverts. We're always going to have to find ways to adapt the new way of doing things to be more inclusive. But I don't think it's any more exclusive than writing a good CV or coming across well in a face-to-face interview. I don't think I think it might be a little bit better in lots of different ways, giving people a different way to apply for a job. It's more inclusive. It's got to be.
What about mobile games? Are there any mobile games that you think that's awesome?
I don't play
love
any.
that.
I don't
No?
play any mobile games. There's none on my phone.
I tell a lie. Buddy of mine did a mobile game that is fantastic. Mindset. And it's a little puzzle game where you're just sorting different shapes into different circles, and it's genuinely phenomenal. And it's
Sounds a bit like Tetris.
no, not quite. No, not at all. Really.
Okay.
And it's Harry Holmwood, games industry legend and all round absolutely
that name rings a
delightful
bell.
person. Yeah. And he made a game called Mindset, and he, in conversation with him, I think he did say it took us a while to kind of get right. And I hope I'm not speaking too far out of school, but he was kind of saying one of the things that really blew their mind about it was that no one else had done it.
Mm.
and they felt like someone must have made a game like this already. Yeah, it seems weird, but yeah, they stumbled across this kind of really cool idea for a puzzle game, and I believe that I think that they've just done a deal with the newspaper, so the newspaper are now printing
Wow, nice.
like in one of the
You
pages
got to
like a
solve the
version
puzzle.
of it. You got to solve the
Yeah,
puzzle. Like yeah,
that's
Right.
really cool.
it's very cool.
That's cool.
But I don't think I'd care so much for working on. I have worked on mobile games. I quite enjoyed it at the time. I don't think I'd do it again. But if I could work with Harry, I probably would, to be honest, because he's genuinely
They're so good now as
a
well.
delight. Yeah.
They're really, really good.
All that remains is for me to say thank you to Luke and Tash, and you, the lovely listener or watcher, or however you're ingesting this content.
Ingest? Sure.
I'm going with it. I'm going with ingest. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out to us at the email address below, which is gameProdPod@proton.me, and I'll put that in the show notes as well. Thank you for your time. See you next one. See you on the next one. See you on the next one. There we go. I got there in the end. Hey! Say.